Okay, so I was listening to Exoticals United video on how to get revenge on haters, her dark femininity video that she did about 4 months ago. And I wanted to speak on that. She mentioned about how like some of the exoticals will have people copying them. Like you'll make a post on Instagram and then they'll try to copy what you're wearing, copy how you're doing your hair, copy your style. And she was like, the way that she combats it is that she just keeps slaying. Like if she can't block them, then she'll just keep slaying. She'll switch up her style all these different ways and she'll just keep posting. So to where they can't keep up. Like they can't change their style as often as you do. And then they can't slay it the same way that you do. So if they do try, then it's obvious that they're copying you because you're doing so many different things that if they also do all these different things, then it's clear like who's doing it first and that it's not actually their style, right? And then especially since it's your style and it's what you want to do, it's not even going to look right on them. So then they just make themselves look stupid, basically. But I had a eureka moment, aha moment. Like I was like, yo, that's the way for American Exoticals to preserve our digital culture. I looked into digital anthropology years ago, and it's an emerging field, so it's not really like out of its infancy yet, but I really feel like it's something important to do. And I kind of feel like the exotical space is doing that. Like we are using digital mediums to catalog our culture, our experiences, so that anthropologists can look back on this later and see, like, when there was an emergence of the multi-generationally mixed people having their own space separate from the unambiguously dark-skinned people. And I felt like there'd been a lot of talk online by various different people. And because it is online, it's not always very clear where these people are from. Yeah. People can hide behind avatars. People can not even show their faces, and they can just make accounts and then just say that they're Americans and they're actually not. And so then they get to speak for our culture, and because we can't prove that they're wrong, then people may just believe it's correct. And so that's why I am here to amplify the message that Exoticals United and Pretty in Between have sent out. Make your own channel. Exotical Pretty Girl. You need to make your own channel because you, as an American Exotical, have your own unique real life perspective. You have your own unique real life experiences, and people can't claim that something is American, quote unquote, when it's not actually American, because what American exoticals are, there's so many of us now. There's so many of us giving our own perspectives. We're all doing something different. They can't still get online and claim that like we are something that we're not when we have proof. When our channels are the evidence. Yeah? They can try to copy us all they want, but if there's too many of us, then how can they copy all of us, right? Also, this is the unique power that American Exoticals have. We are a multi-ethnic group of people. Like unambiguous dark skin spaces are very much pro-Black spaces. And those spaces erase and silence and like wipe out the ethnic richness underneath what may be Black, right? Exoticals have our Black identities, and we also pull the blanket off of our ethnic uniqueness. We have a rich ethnic culture, rich ethnic histories, and that makes us more than what people may get online and try to say, oh, that's Black culture. That's what Black women are. As exoticals, we are able to show multiracial Blackness in a different way. And because it's so unique, they can't copy it because it's our actual, like, it's our actual lived histories, it's our actual experiences, it's our families, right? It's multi generations of our families, like culture. They can't copy that. And they can't fake it because it's so real, it's so deep. Our roots in this country are so deep, being multi ethnic, right? They cannot copy that because ethnic groups, cultures come from hundreds, if not thousands of years of exotical women bequeathing and passing down culture to their daughters. People who get on the internet from these other places who are not us and then claim to be us can pretend, but they cannot fake authenticity. And real recognizes real. Everybody in the world loves to copy Black American women. And so they actually know what's real. They know what's real. And the more that we put out our things, people will be able to discern and differentiate from what's actually real and what's not. So I just think that it's very important that we put our message out there to preserve ourselves. And then I probably will do a separate video about this, but we do need to use dark femininity to protect ourselves from reverse xenophobia. People will come against us when we try to start asserting ourselves as American Exoticals. They will come against us and be like, oh, well, y'all are excluding foreigners. Oh, well, y'all just hate people who ain't American. Y'all xenophobic. Oh, well, America's a country of immigrants, so then y'all should accept immigrants too. Oh, well, y'all think y'all better than everybody. Y'all got a privilege, so y'all need to help other people. All of these things people gonna come say to us. We need to be able to preserve our culture and preserve ourselves for our children's sake. Okay, we have a very unique culture and unique history, and every other ethnic group of Black women in the world is allowed to preserve their own culture. They're allowed to preserve their own history. But because America is so powerful in the world online, our culture has expanded like all over the planet. And so anybody can get on the internet and then like try to assert themselves over us and tell us what we should do or tell us how we should run things. We have a divine right from our ancestors to preserve what they have given us. The multiple generations of exotical ancestors in America have worked so hard to give us the privileges that we have today. They have worked so hard to give us the beautiful heritage that we have today. And it's important that we preserve that and carry it on in the way that they intended for it to be. And I highly doubt that that they would be upset that we are choosing to preserve it, to keep it, to maintain it, right? To allow other people to come in and tell us what to do with it, or allow other people to come in and try to take it from us and say, oh, well, no, y'all should phenotypically look like this or that, when our own ancestors don't phenotypically look a particular way. I think that our ancestors are looking over us, whatever your religious beliefs may be. I'll get into it in another video. I come from a lineage of women who are mystic women. I come from a lineage of women who practiced hoodoo, and I believe that our ancestors definitely will protect us as we do things that honor them. And as an American Exotical, you preserving your culture is something that they would protect you. They would protect you in that work. So I think that American Exoticals do have a very much divine cloak, if you will. Grace and mercy will follow you all the days of your life because you are from a lineage of women who have been the most copied around the world. I'm pretty sure you wanting to preserve your culture from people trying to copy it and steal it and tarnish it and slander it online. You got the ancestors that got your back to help you if you want to get on the internet and talk your shit and stand proudly on who you are and tell the world who you are. So this is just my short message of encouragement to do that. Peace and love, y'all.